One morning, a young boy named Peter opened his gate and walked out into the big green meadow. On a branch of a big tree in the meadow sat a little bird. A duck came waddling around. She was glad that Peter had not closed the gate and decided to take a swim in the pond in the meadow. The little bird saw the duck and flew down upon the grass. The bird settled next to her. "What kind of bird are you if you can't fly?" said the bird.
What kind of bird can fly?
And the duck replied, "What kind of bird are you if you can't swim?" The bird and the duck kept arguing. Suddenly, something caught Peter's attention. He looked around and noticed two sly cats crawling through the grass. Very carefully, the cat crept toward the birds. "Look out!" shouted Peter.
Look out!
And the bird flew up into the tree for safety, while the duck quacked as loud as she could from the center of the pond. Just then, Peter's grandfather came out of the house. Grandfather took Peter by the hand and led him into the house. He was angry that Peter had gone into the meadow without permission. And just then, a big gray wolf came out of the forest. The cat climbed up the tree. The duck quacked, quacked, quacked. But the duck could not run faster than the wolf. He was getting closer. Then he grabbed her with his teeth and with one gulp swallowed her.
Sarah's quiet. Sarah's quiet.
Sarah, go see Miss Muriel. So the cat was sitting on one branch, and the birds were sitting on another branch. And the wolf was walking around underneath the tree, looking at the cat and the bird with very hungry eyes. Peter came out and watched everything that was happening. He had a strong rope, and he climbed up onto the wall beside the tree. Peter said to the bird, "Fly down and circle around the wolf's head." So the bird flew down to the wolf and almost touched his head, while the wolf snapped angrily at him. Meanwhile, Peter made a lasso with the rope and carefully let it down from the tree, catching the wolf by the tail. Peter pulled on the rope, and the wolf began to jump wildly, trying to get loose. But Peter tied the other end of the rope to the tree, and the wolf's jumping didn't let him go. Just then, a hunter came out of the woods, following the wolf's trail. Just then, Peter said, "Don't hurt the wolf.
Don't hurt the wolf.
Let's take him to the zoo."
Let's take him to the zoo.
And then came the triumphant procession. Peter was at the head. Then came the hunter leading the wolf, and at the back of the procession were Grandfather and the cat and the bird. Be careful. Stop.
Oh, Kees, let me go. Let me go.
Stop. And if you listen carefully, you can hear the duck quacking from the wolf's tummy, because in his hurry to eat her, he swallowed her alive.
Quack, quack.
The end.